Alright, after doing examples 2 and 3, you notice that a couple of these functions have some similarities. They have the same base. They had a 3 and a 5. The only thing that changed was the value of their exponent. So one had a positive, one had a negative. Now remember, anytime you have a negative, that also can be written as a fraction instead. Or it can go from a fraction to a whole number. So they do have a couple of things in common where they have one y-intercept, and those were both at 0, 1 in this case, and they had the same horizontal axis, which could be shifted up or down, but not quite. And then they're going to be a continuous graph. So continuous means that you're not going to be picking your pencil up to graph something else, part of your line somewhere else. So if we go to example 4 here, here you have to describe each graph as a transformation of, whoops, this should be 4 to the power of x. Shouldn't have an x here. 4 to the power of x. So then what you get is g of x equals 4 to the power of x minus 2. Well, this 2 is with your x, so that means you're going to have a horizontal shift. And this is going to give you a horizontal shift to the right 2 units. Remember, it's up with your x, so it's got to be horizontal. If this was a negative 2 here afterwards, then that's going to be a vertical shift. Here for b, you actually have 3 things, or 2 things. One of them is because of the negative, you have a reflection. Now you can't just say reflection, you need to say reflection over your x-axis or over your y-axis. So this would be over our x-axis, because this is going from top down to bottom. So it'd be over your x-axis. And then if you have a 1/2, your 1/2 is outside your function, it's outside your parentheses. That means you're going to have a vertical shrink by 1/2. Alright, example 4c, you have two transformations here. So the first one, easiest one, 3. That's going to give you a shift, vertical shift, up 3. Oops, up 3. You say vertical shift up 3 units, or if you say up, obviously that's vertical. And then you have a negative. Well, that negative means that that graph is going to be moving, reflecting. Now it's with the x, so this is going to have, it's different than a negative out front, so this is going to be your reflection over the y-axis.